Most of us have been out on the expressways over the last several months, and I don't know if you've seen what I've seen, but I've seen historic congestion. Congestion that is way beyond what I've seen in all of my life of living here. I was born at the Santa Rosa Hospital, and I've been here all of my life trying to improve the community as best I could. I believe that we have to do something about our transportation problems. I've served on the Lone Star Rail District for about the last 8 or 9 years, most of its life, and I think it's moving. If the legislature would get behind it, we could do a lot more, but I-35, as you know and I know, is in the early stages of shutting down. And what I mean shutting down is not closing, just making it so miserable, so slow, so ridiculous that you regret that you went that way. And 281, in my opinion, is not an alternative, an effective alternative to I-35. What we can do is take 15 to 20% of that traffic off with the Lone Star Rail District. Those are the kind of innovative things that I've been working for and fighting for, and I will probably do that to the last breath of my life, whether I'm ever elected to anything or not. But I ask for your support for Mayor, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Candidate number 7.
Since last May, I've devoted myself to listening to San Antonians all across our city of different party affiliations. I've pursued one office with one single goal, and that is to make San Antonio a city of opportunity for our people. For those that earn an education, acquire 21st century skills, I want them to see our city as the place to launch their careers, start their small businesses, raise their families. For me, it does start with the basics. We need to protect our fiscal health of our city so we can keep our taxes low. Our people want more public safety. To make that happen, we have to get the contract between the city and the police and fire right. We need to be able to grow the budget, but it needs to be able to be financially sustainable. We need to continue to enhance the quality of our life here in San Antonio. For me, at the top of the list means more of us spend less time stuck in traffic. We need more transportation options, not fewer. I will govern in a new way, embracing technology, bring back rideshare. I will be a collaborator, working with our partners in the business sector and other sectors to advance our goals. I respectfully ask for your vote in accomplishing this agenda.
Candidate 14.
Well, thank you all for taking time out of your schedule to be here tonight to meet with us, and thank you to the leadership at Texas A&M San Antonio and the students who helped to organize this. I'm asking for your support and your vote to allow me to continue serving as your mayor. I'm not a career politician. Actually, serving on the city council and as mayor has been an unexpected path for me. I'm someone whose passion is about creating ladders of opportunity for people who may not have had opportunity in the past. And I started out as a planner and someone focused on affordable housing, and then soon saw the connections between all the various public policy issues. Makes it difficult for people to succeed. And so I've provided strong leadership down at City Hall during my time as mayor and also during my time as a council member. It really is a tough job down there, and I've done a good job in representing and listening and collaborating and bringing people together. And I know that through working together that we can fulfill our collective vision for a better and greater San Antonio, the type of place for our children and for our grandchildren so they can enjoy the same quality of life that we do now. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate number 6. I'm sorry. 9. Got my ball turned upside down. 9.
Government should be of the people, by the people, and for the people. I'm a firm believer of that. When you elect people into office, you elect them because you believe in them and you trust them to do the right thing, and that is to echo what you want as a government to be ruled in the city. You should have that foundation of trust with your elected officials. And if you don't, we have nothing. I want to be that voice for you. I am not a career politician. I'm a retired military family member. I believe that I have the courage of my convictions to stand here before you today and ask you for your support because I represent each one of you. I am you, 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 and you. I want to be that voice. I want to be a crusader for what you want in your government. City Council has no right to dictate to us. We are a democracy, not a dictatorship. If you want that voice, on May 7th, you get to decide. The power is in your hands. You get to vote for who you want, and it comes down to trust. Who do you trust in office to do what you want? Who is going to echo what you want? And I ask for your support on May 9th. Thank you.
Candidate number 12.
My name is Gerard Ponce. Thank you all for having us here this evening. I have given back, and that was something that I was taught from my family since I told you I'm 10th generation Texan. For over 40 years, I've been involved in the community volunteering with people from all different aspects of life. As mayor, I would like to make sure, and I keep saying this at every forum, that I want to be a leader, and I am a proven leader, but I want to make sure that I go back into the communities, come back to y'all, talk to y'all, find out what your needs are, what you think that we should do before any decisions are made. I believe that there should be more transparency within our city government. The decisions made by some of our city councilmen, I just can't understand how they feel that they have helped the city in general without even coming to the community to make decisions. There should be commissions made throughout the city to make sure that people from different interests in their areas are able to come and voice their opinions, not just our city council to make decisions. So we need to actually change our leadership here in the city to make sure that there's a change in the way things are run here in the city. Thank you.
Thank you. And candidate number 5. You let us off. You might as well finish this.
What an honor. And I am so thrilled to be here. I want to, each of you, to give yourself a pat on the back. Each of you have taken that first step tonight to begin communicating. And I want to thank Texas A&M. Texas A&M has had such a great vision to invest in San Antonio and come here. And I'm not an A&M alumnus. I was a University of Texas at Austin alumnus, but I'm so disappointed in the university, UTSA, and I'm so appreciative of Texas A&M for taking the leadership here to get all the candidates here. And this is the way that we build a better community. And so I don't know if you've noticed that I've mentioned that some of the candidates up here are either in the Republican or Democratic Party. You know, maybe they're not going to point that out. I don't know if Mayor Taylor has ever told us which party she's in. She said she's nonpartisan, and I would certainly invite you, Mayor Taylor, to come to our Libertarian Party meetings. We meet on the third Tuesday. But I'll tell you that two candidates did, Tommy Atkinson and Mike Villarreal, did actually come to Libertarian, and we let them speak. And so I thought that was outstanding. So I would just leave you with that idea that maximum freedom, minimum government, more communication, that builds wealth. What we need is trust. And more communication builds more trust, and more trust builds a better world. And I've already mentioned, you know, our role in South Texas is probably one of the leadership roles in all of the United States of America, because you see these candidates thinking, how are they going to appeal to the Mexican-American vote? How are you going to reach out and be a global leader? What is our policy with regard to Central America? And we need to answer all those questions, and I'm going to do that. Thank you. With your help.
I want to apologize as a mediator, as a moderator, actually, excuse me. Your one job is to actually keep all the candidates on the stage. And I failed miserably. So, long and short, I'll work on that. I tried to tackle him. He's a big guy. Thank you all very much for coming out. This is fantastic. Thank you to Texas A&M San Antonio for having me, and thank you for bringing in all 9 of these voices. I think it's important that all the voices be included when we try to have these conversations. So thank you very much, all of you, for coming out and spending your evening with us. Have a great evening and have a safe trip home. And I got one more version, right? Who am I bringing up? Huh?
The vice president?
Yes! Well, if you look at your script. Sylvia Song, please. I got lost in the balls.
It's an exciting time, an opportunity for change, progress, and innovation. The city of San Antonio is an expanding city whose potential for advancement and improvement in economical, transportational, cultural, and educational opportunities is limitless. In order to achieve progress, these issues must be challenged and tailored in a format whose goal is to make the city of San Antonio a global power. I'm sure whichever candidate is elected as our next mayor, they will ensure the continued prosperity of our great city and keep San Antonio as the beacon city to live in the state of Texas. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you to all the candidates. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes por atendiendo este evento y buenas noches.
We do want to thank our title sponsors, the South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, for underwriting the event. I want to thank our gold sponsors, American for Prosperity and the Lead the Initiative. Also our legend sponsors, the Young Democrats, Young Republicans, Turning Point USA, and the National Association of Latino Elected and Appointed Officials. All of you, but especially thank you for coming out. And please get a chance, if you have a chance, to come up and say hello to these candidates.